You're hitting the gym, maybe even dialing in your diet, but that stubborn belly fat, those jiggly thighs, those love handles that just won't quit, it feels like an impossible battle, right? You're not alone. Let's get straight to the point. The idea that you can reduce fat, burn fat from one specific area just by working that area is a complete myth. Your body doesn't work like that. Fat loss is a systemic process. When your body decides to release stored fat for energy, it does so from fat cells all over your body, not just the ones near the muscles you're working. Think of your bloodstream as a highway system. Fat is mobilized into the bloodstream to be used as fuel, and it's drawn from wherever your body has it stored, not just the local gas station next to your biceps. So, why does that stubborn fat seem glued on? A big part of it comes down to your genetics. Your body has preferred storage sites for fat, and unfortunately, those same areas are often the last places it wants to let go of those reserves. For many men, this tends to be around the abdomen and love handles. For women, it's often the hips, thighs, and buttocks. Hormones also play a role. For example, estrogen can influence fat storage in women's hips and thighs. While we can't change our genetic blueprint, understanding this predisposition can help manage our expectations. This is where so many people get derailed. They start a new diet or exercise plan with high hopes of finally shrinking that one problem area. And while they might be losing fat overall, the initial changes are often most noticeable in areas they care about less. Maybe their face looks a bit leaner, or their arms feel slightly smaller. When that stubborn belly or those thighs don't budge quickly enough, discouragement sets in. They think their efforts are futile, that they're doing something wrong, and ultimately, they give up. Often right before they would have started seeing changes in those more resistant areas. So, what actually works for tackling that stubborn fat? The truth is, there's no magic bullet or shortcut. It comes down to a consistent and holistic approach focused on overall fat loss. First and foremost, a sustained calorie deficit. You need to consistently burn more calories than you consume. This forces your body to tap into its fat stores for energy. Second, consistent strength training. Building muscle not only burns calories but also improves your overall body composition and makes you look leaner as fat decreases. Third, patience and consistency. Remember that stubborn fat was often the first to arrive, and it will likely be the last to leave. You need to stick with your plan long enough to see results. And finally, don't underestimate the importance of a healthy lifestyle overall, including adequate sleep and managing stress, as these factors can significantly impact your hormones and metabolism. While you can't directly target fat loss, you can strategically train the muscles underneath those stubborn fat deposits. For example, consistently training your abs won't magically melt belly fat, but as you lose overall body fat, those stronger, more defined muscles will become more visible, leading to a better-looking midsection. The same goes for your legs and glutes. Building muscle in those areas will create a more sculpted and toned appearance as the overlying fat diminishes. Think of it as building a strong foundation. Even if it's initially covered by a layer, it will look much better as that layer gradually thins. So remember the truth about stubborn fat. It's not your fault, and there's no magic trick. Focus on creating a sustainable calorie deficit. Prioritize consistent strength training, be patient with the process, and trust that your body will eventually reveal the results you're working towards. Stop chasing the myth of spot reduction and start building a healthier, stronger you from the inside out. What are your biggest frustrations with stubborn fat? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more real science-backed fitness advice.